Good morning, people of God. Good morning. Well, I'm on here just to go over something that was in my heart on yesterday as I was just riding around the city and just looking at, you know, the structure and everything. And I began to hear God just talk to me about, peace, just peace. Simply, what is peace to me? When I think of peace, what do I think of? Do I think of things? How do I see peace, right? And I heard the Spirit just kind of like counseling me about what peace is and what it looks like, and how we often misconstrue, we confuse the two, right? There's two kind of peace, which one doesn't really lead to that true peace, to that inner peace, because one of the pieces that we try to put together often leaves us in ruin. It often we're left with despair, because we lose things that we thought were our peace, that brought us peace, that were a sign of a well-lived life, a sign of that I'm where I'm supposed to be. Okay, so let me just read what I wrote it, because I wanted to just stay on point. All right. So, what peace we often lose? What do we give up for this, for peace? That if you are a believer, a Bible believer, a believer in the Most High God, Jehovah, and that you believe that He sent His only begotten Son, and this is where your peace comes from, then you understand that there are differences in peace, right? Right, like now, many of us want peace in the world, but there is no peace in the world. He said, but you have overcome the world. All right? There is no peace in the world. There is no peace in things and circumstances and things that are out of your control. And many times we try to put things back in control so we can have our peace. But whether it's in control or not, that's not where your peace comes from. It's not about if everything is right or everything is wrong. Your peace does not lie in circumstances or situations. But often people, we do forget that. Even though we know it, it's like, oh, I know that, but we don't live like we know it. We don't live like we understand. Tell the man that took his life because he lost everything that, okay, didn't you know you had peace in God? We hear it, but we really don't live it. And that is the thing that the Holy Spirit was explaining to me. We say it. Oh, we quote the scriptures. We quote all of these scriptures about peace in God. We sing the songs about peace. But do we really believe that we have peace in spite of things? Because I see that many times the things make us think we have peace, but truly we don't. All right. We have an option, but often we forfeit because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. We lose our peace and our mind because we can't control things, because you will not be able to control things. So what do we give up? Now, peace for some of us is the car we show off. Peace for some of us is in the house we brag about. Peace for some is in the career we work for. Peace for some is the children we raise well. Peace for some of us is how much money we make. Peace for some is the way life makes us feel. Peace for some of us is the life we build to represent a life well lived. But these things will steal your peace. The Bible says, John 10 and 10, I consider this part A, the thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. Now, the Bible tells us that this world, there's a father of the world. Now, if I am getting peace from the things in the world, that there is a thief. There's a thief that comes to steal. And if he can steal my peace, he can steal my joy. Okay? And this is because my peace is lying in the wrong place. If it's in things, any of those things that I name, whether that be a car, because they are beautiful, made nice. I seen a very nice car yesterday. Like, wow, beautiful. Make you say, wow, you like, oh, I like that. You were satisfied with your car till you seen somebody else's car. Listen, or that house, that big, beautiful home, and that you just signed a deal on. I mean, beautiful. My God, first time home buyer, whatever, second, third time, whatever. That is a beautiful home. And sometimes people think their peace is in their home. And don't tell me they don't, because many people take their life because they lose their home. So don't you tell me that you are exempt. Don't tell me that I'm exempt from taking a home and making it my peace. Don't tell me that those things don't happen. Don't tell me that you're above it. And you know how many people think that my peace is not in this place? That, oh, I really trust God, until you lose. I'm telling you, Job, man. You don't know. You don't know. You say you know Job's story, but do you really? Do you really know what it's like to lose every one of your children? And listen, it's one thing to lose your children and get an insurance policy. Maybe when you go shop, you get some joy. The grief ain't as bad, even though you lost your child. But this man lost, the Bible didn't say that he had some insurance came in and he was able to buy the cattle again. No, he lost everything he had. And then you ain't nothing left but the wife. Ain't nobody left but your husband. Nobody is in the house but you and your spouse. And not only do you lose everything, don't tell me you understand Job. Don't tell me you've been him. And your wife that's supposed to be grieving and understanding your pain tell you to do the worst thing of all, to give up on God, to let it all go. What was she saying to him? Take your life. You know, sometimes everybody don't need to talk to people that's suicidal. Everybody don't need to talk to people that's at the break, okay? Because you may say the wrong thing, but thank God that Job had peace in God. Oh my God. Even though he had boils on his body, he had peace. So can you really say you can identify with Job? Can you identify with Jesus? Do you know what it's like to suffer? Do you really know what that's like? So you got the car and you got the beautiful house, but you haven't lost. You haven't lost. So you think you have peace because you oh, everything that you can imagine you have. So that's peace for you. That's peace for you until you're tested. And thank God, you know, that he doesn't test some of us like he does others. Because he knows what we can bear, right? But what if he chooses to break you down to the inch of your life like he did Job? What if he chooses that? Could you really have peace in him? If he break up your whole foundation where you thought, man, I thought I trusted you, God. But this one here, this situation right here, like what was the album by Michael Jackson, the very last one, This Is It? Or Fred Sanford when he said, Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you. You don't know what it's like until you lose the very thing that you trusted in. The very thing that made you look good. The very thing that made people compliment you. The very thing, you do not know what that is like. So the Lord was sharing with me as I'm riding and looking at the scenery, seeing people and beautiful cars and homes about God. Because really, do they really have peace? They smile, but is that really your peace? Or is that because of the thing? I thought about the story in Jeremiah. Oh my God, it's such a beautiful story, people. I mean, if we really read the book of Jeremiah and stop ignoring it because you don't like the judgment, you can read that these people, not just the prophets and the leaders and the teachers and whoever, not just the king, but the people themselves, thought they had peace. I thought about that. I said, God, they really thought, like we often do, don't we? That we have peace. We think we're happy. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. You doing the Simon Says, and you jumping up. You were so happy. And Jeremiah tells these people, y'all. Jeremiah tells these people, oh, that's about the end. Oh, and it looked like God was just making a fool out of Jeremiah. Of course, you think that people lying when they tell you what God has said. Yeah, I know. They did the same thing to Jeremiah. You say you're a Bible reader, you're a Bible believer, and you walk with Christ, but you don't believe that Bible verse. You don't believe that those people didn't listen to Jeremiah. So you think that, oh, it's so different today. People don't listen. They don't hear. They don't believe that their very foundation, not just shifting, but you about to be broken down, humble under his mighty hand. Oh, and they don't see it, but God, he's teaching it. And those that pursue him understand that I can't get caught up in things and harmonies of this world, because the enemy is a deceiver. He is a seducer. Did you know that? You ever seen movies where a man seduced a woman or a woman seduced a man? And for a long, long time, they didn't know they were seduced. So the world has seduced us, okay? With a lot of things. So Jeremiah let them know, you're under the spirit of seduction. And you know what they said to Jeremiah? Do you see what we got when we serve the Queen of Heaven? When we bake cakes for the Queen of Heaven? And I kept wondering, who is the Queen of Heaven? Who is this? The Queen of Heaven? Because they think that Mary and this is who they call it, the Queen. I don't know. But whatever that religion wasn't proper. It was an idol. And sometimes your car, your house, your children, yourself, anything that makes you feel good and worth it, and say, oh, I got peace in this. That's an idol. Queen of Heaven, an idol. This was an idol they were serving. And although Jeremiah is pointing it out, I could see it in the story. They couldn't, because they was living in, houses that they didn't have to build. Do you understand? Things that they have never had. Oh, and so it's hard to understand, why would this party pooper, this pessimist of a man, do you come to us and you tell us, are you crazy to believe that God would take all of this from us? Are you crazy? Why would he let me have it? Why would he open the door? If it wasn't that, if he didn't want me to keep it. Many times, people, we open our own doors. You get in a relationship, man, he never opens the door for you. And you go throughout this relationship wondering why. Well, why you don't do this, but when he don't open the door for you. You open the door. And you wonder why you're doing it all by yourself. He doesn't support you in that way. And many times we think God opened the door for things we went and opened the door to. And we're confused. Oh my God, we often lose our peace because we keep opening doors for things. So Jeremiah told these people, now this is the Bible. This is not something I made up, okay? This ain't algebra. You know it's in the Bible. Jeremiah said these things to the people. And he wasn't the only prophet that warned those people generation after generation. Do you know they didn't listen? They thought they had peace. He was telling them, no, you don't. No, you don't have peace. This is not God. And they told him, we gonna keep. This is what I just found to be like. Do we do this? Is this us, God? Do we really say these things to you? And he's like, yeah, many times you said it. When I said no, you said, oh, I'm gonna do it. You don't say it boldly, but you do it. You do just what I say no to. I'm gonna keep serving my idol. I'm gonna keep baking cakes. Because look what it's making. Oh my God. It's like quid pro quo. If I give a cake, I get a car. It's like I get something, and many times it's hard for us to serve God like that because God doesn't always give you something back. you. So you can't beat them giving, but there are times you don't get a return. Not in this time. There are times you give and you like, wait a minute. 6 months go by, got a year. What are we doing here? I know there got to be a return on what I gave. Somewhere and somehow. Can you please get me to that where and how? And you don't get a response. And that's a question I often ask. Why? But it's when you least expect it. See, the expectation is not in the thing. And the more you expect him to do in things, the less he will do. Because he doesn't want you to pursue him for things. And that's why we go do our own thing. We open our own door. You won't open it for me? Look, I'll open it. I'll walk boldly in this door. But God said no, because it wasn't time yet. It's not that he has refused you. It's just not ready for you. No, God wants you to have all of the things that he has in store for you. He will take whatever the enemy stole to give to you rightfully. But often, y'all, we forfeit what we could have. Look at the prodigal son story. If you know how things go. He wanted his stuff. And what happened? He wasted his stuff. Because it wasn't the right time. A mature adult, a mature son wouldn't have wasted his stuff. Now, did the prodigal father waste his time? No. He stayed in place. He stayed where he in the house. Listen. He didn't go wasting his sons, the other one, just because one ran away. He didn't put him out. He just diligently waited, like God is doing. Just patiently. And he said, I won't refuse you. But what did they do in Jeremiah's time? They refused, thinking that they was refusing Jeremiah. And that is how God does it. I just don't know why, but he does it. He disguised himself. He said, I ain't gonna show. See, you couldn't handle his face. You can't look on his face. So he will send a servant, and always the one you don't want to hear. He ain't gonna send the one you think is everything, you know, the bishop that you think. He gonna send that little bit of nobody that you're gonna overlook. Lazarus by the gate, yes you are, with your little purple linen on. You're gonna look over Lazarus because he looked like a poor man. And God is gonna speak a word. The day that you hear my voice, harden not your heart. I stand at the gate. I stand at the door and I knock. And if any man hear me, oh, why didn't the rich man hear Lazarus? He's at the gate begging. And Jeremiah did the same things. Isaiah, all of these men and women warning and warning and warning the people of how God was going to allow a shipwreck in their life. But often we see peace in what we hold with our physical hand, which could be the car, the house, the career, the children we raise well. Because, you know, you shame the ones you didn't raise well, that didn't turn out the way other people's children turned out, right? You want something to brag on, especially when you didn't succeed. So you try to live your life through your babies. And when they mess up, you don't want nobody to know it. And it ain't everybody's business, but don't be lying either. Okay? So we live our life through our children because we're not satisfied with our own life. We brag about what our son, how they did this and that, and we ain't went back to school yet. What that tell you? We ain't went back and done nothing. You cannot live your life through your children's life. That is their career, not yours. So what do you got to brag about? Nothing. Because them going to school or succeeding, listen, it's not a privilege. See, it's something they want to do. Has nothing to do with you. You know how many parents work their butt off? I mean, I know parents that left their children with, in a good position. You know what they did? Threw it away like it was trash. Act like it was not. and they raise them to be better. They're on drugs. Is that the parents' fault? And even if your child is successful, is that something you did? That's something they chose to do. You have no right to brag. Even though I remember when my grandson, even my baby, when babies are so cute, and you'll find yourself every time somebody talk, you got to talk about your babies. One day, the Lord said, "You don't make a God." I'm like, "What? All I'm doing is saying this is you." He said, "You're making a God out of that child." And I remember my grandmother telling me about my brother when he was a baby. He was the first, I guess, her first grandson. My mom, oldest child, and so she was like, the Lord told her that, warned her, and he ended up getting really sick. People don't believe that, but it's true. You can make an idol even out of your small baby. You don't want to. I know you're supposed to protect them, but is that protection or idolatry? Which one is it? Because sometimes we ain't used to stuff. Like, you're not used to that child. And you think this child is above everything. And it's okay to protect your child, but never make an idol out of your child. Don't make an idol out of your child. The Lord gets on to me all the time. Watch how much you bragging and boasting. And even putting them down. You understand that? God doesn't want anything to come before him. Okay? And sometimes you can complain too much about your child. You just complain just a little too much. You done made an idol out of complaining and putting the child down. And God will say, no. Yes, give him to me, whatever it is, whether they're good or bad. Whether they're up or down, give them to God. That is not you've done your part. Stop bragging and stop putting them down. Okay? Don't allow the child to cause you to lose your peace or take your peace. All right? So, you living your life through your son or your daughter. When you ain't went back to school yet. You haven't done what your dreams are yet. God told you to go out there and do it. You ain't there. You steady brag. Oh, my baby's going to make me proud. Yes, you want to see your children be successful. But is the success really in the career? I think not. I'm sure it's so many mothers and fathers that are crying because they had a successful son or daughter, but they took their life or took their wife or husband out, and you like, I just can't believe this. This successful, I think he was a senator. Thought about this yesterday. I mean, a successful senator. You don't understand these things because you look at peace based on what they have and what they hold, the plaques on their wall. But that is not peace. Matter of fact, some of it creates chaos. The more money you get, yeah, that's true, the more problems. Having a lot of money don't give you peace, and it sure don't mean that you prosper. It's okay in its place. But the Lord was just sitting there explaining to me even deeper than he's ever. The true peace is not in what you own. I looked at houses that were, and the Lord said, but you don't know the peace of mind that they give. You look at the beautiful home. Okay, they come out and they smile, but that's not peace. In some houses I pull up to and I get sick, literally, to my stomach. Because it ain't about how big, or how small, how nice, or even if it's a wreck. It's not about that. It's about what they value in God. God is this the life that I'm supposed to live? Am I supposed to be in this, listen, not just state, but in this house? Is this the residence that you want me in? a lady that I work with, she told me that she put her house up for sale because it was so much like going on around her that broken in her house. So she put her house up. She put it on the market. Her realtor is guiding her, getting her a sale. She said, but the Lord told her, woke her up in the middle of the night. And she said twice, don't move. Remove the sale. Don't sell this house. She said, but she's like, no, that can't be God, because I want to sell this house. And I know God don't want me here. How could he want me in this place and there's no peace on the outside? But she was the peace in there. She didn't realize that. Because sometimes you can be older and wise, but don't always realize. So it ain't got nothing to do with that. Sometimes we make false moves, okay, because what we want, okay, how wise we are. We just got to learn to admit that. And I love that she admitted, because in life, by people teaching me, they teach me by their mistakes. I'm able to see myself. Like when God is speaking, I'm able to hear, I'm able to see, sit back and just really wait to see if this is God before I make a move. Now, had she not told me that story, I wouldn't have known that sometimes God moves funny. Sometimes he'll put you in a place where it ain't no fence, and you need a fence. Like, what a fence? He does stuff like that. He would do stuff like that. House I live, that we moved to in May of 2024. When I first moved here, there was a house on one side of me, and an older person lived there. And his house was just, it looked abandoned. Even when people would bring packages, they would say, man, why won't they fix that house up or just tear it down? It's abandoned. Do anybody live there? And I was like, yeah, it's an older guy that stays there. He's not able to, really do for the house. But people would think that the house was abandoned. That's how it looked. But God just kept telling me, I put you here. I don't think this is the right move. But he showed me the move before I moved. And he had even said to me that I would get that I would move. I didn't even understand. My grandson spoke it. So when we moved over here, I kept hearing the Lord, because it gave me a word some months before. Don't speak ill of my will. So I had to keep like dealing with my heart, because I wanted to speak ill. And I just kept like, God, give me the words to say. And I had to pray through it, walk through it and pray through it. And one day the Lord says, I put you here. Like, why? And I just began to pray. And one day, just when I started noticing that I was meant to be in this place, in this area where I'm in the middle of these two houses. When I was in the house praying one day, and I began to pray about someone getting hit and a hit and run. Now, there was a hit and run in Memphis of a little girl. So I began to pray in the spirit. And when I heard, I was like, oh, that's what it was, but it wasn't. So one day the neighbors, the older guy that lived in the house, his daughter came over, and she's looking for him. And we like, he should be, we don't see him that often, but we know when he's home, because he burned wood even in the summer, right? He's burning his heater. So I'm like, he might be, but we didn't see him with the basket or whatever. So a few days later, she comes and she lets us know that he had been hit. Somebody hit him and ran. He was in the hospital. And because she wanted Rodney to get the basket to, get it where he couldn't see it again, because she wanted him to stay off the basket. And so, but he ended up getting another one. He got out the hospital. But they ended up later on getting him one of those power thingies or whatever. But I said all that to say, I prayed. God intervened, because I was in this place. Then my prayer was, God, will you fix this house up? God, because anywhere he sent me, it's about houses that are not suitable. Anywhere he sent me. And I don't understand it all the time, because I'm like, why am I here? But it's because he put me there as a sign. And every place that I've been where it wasn't a suitable living, where I felt like this neighborhood needs to be brought up, is condemned. Every single place, y'all. I can say, even the parks. God has done it. Even if they are working on it, they broke ground on it, God is doing it. You just gotta allow him to use you. It may look like this ain't no peace for me because it don't look good to me, right? Because you feel like when people come here, what they gonna think about me, right? But that ain't about you. This ain't peace because of what others think of you on the outside. God can have you in a place where there is peace, my God. It might be the ghetto to somebody, but you got peace there, my God. When people come to your house, my God, they can sit and rest because they feel the presence of God. That is peace. God doesn't always put you on the mountaintop to make you a sign for others. He may put you down in the valley, my God. That is how he operates. So don't think peace is because, oh, it feels good, because peace don't feel good. Peace is not about a feeling. I wish it was many times. But it's about what God is doing in you. That it brings peace to somebody else. And when you are there, when you walk in the room, even though people are rolling their eyes at you and won't even speak back, their stomach gets sick because you walk in, because something about the presence of God in you is causing everything to erupt in them. That is his peace. And even though you have to surrender, Lord, well, I got to do this, but I'm going to do it because it's your will. That's his peace. That's his peace, that he's giving you the peace to say, that will be done. I did want you to remove the cup, but I'll stick it out. I'll go through this. And now today, as a living witness, my eyes have seen it. That very house that when I came to this house, that very house that looked condemned, God has restored it 100-fold, and he continued to improve it because that's who God is. I don't know why he chooses to put you in positions where it looked like there is no storm. It looks like that there is no wind blowing. Don't look like no life in you. God is working. Maybe you bringing peace to others because you know how to get down on your face. You know how to get down on your knees. You know how to seek him even in low places. I've grown in less soil than this because you know what it takes. You know who kept you. Oh, Yabosa. So God understands that the only way for you to be kept is sometimes to put you in a place that don't look kept. To put you in a neighborhood that don't make you look good. Because it's not about you. So what have you given up for your peace today? What peace we often lose. So you can go to that big and beautiful neighborhood and an active shooter is on. You can go get that job. Oh yeah, that make you look good. But you're going through all kind of hell. Oh yeah. But if you choose to do it God's way, he'll help you get through it. My God. Why is she over there saying that? I like coming around you. When I come in here, I just feel different. Because you over there work. See, God put you in a place where you can worship freely without the hindrances. You worshiping in that building. They wonder, how come they passed by this building and went over there and shot it up and not by? Well, let's keep on praying for God. Thank you, Jesus. Why did that plane crash and not by? Well, Jesus, because I got that peace. I got that peace. That's that peace of God that rules, rest, and abide. Listen. So, Lord help us today. Peace for some of us is how much money we make. I need, Lord, I wish I got that kind of peace. Give me some more money, Lord. Listen. And you still like, as soon as you make the money, here come them bills. They them bill collectors. The light bill, I ain't got a gas bill except for the car bill. Got to put gas in it. All the bills. Bills. My God. Here they come. They be listening. And she said she got some extra money. Did I just see a check? Did I see some money coming out of the account? Ooh, I'm due. Do. Here go do. Do day here. Do day there. Got do. Just everywhere. There go a bill. Listen. They everywhere. And if you ain't got a bill, you got a sickness. You understand what I'm saying? You might not have, you might be straight on the bills. Like, oh, I'm worrying about money. I don't worry about that. But you got to go to the doctor and get a bill every week. You're on somebody's machine. See, don't you dare. Don't you dare knock a person that may have this issue when you got one too. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Lady on the phone with me bragging and bragging. But then she started talking about her sickness. I said, you got a problem too. You ain't, look, you might have the house, the car, the husband, but you can't make no baby. So he's somewhere else trying to get one. Do you see what I'm saying? So don't boast and brag about what you're good at, what you're good in, because that ain't peace. Oh, my God. If only you knew. If only you really understood. My God. All the folk that got all the money, got all the problems in the world. If money could buy peace, don't you think there are many people would have it? But it don't. Because peace can't be given in that. This world gives you things. Somebody's peace. You go out in the world and say, can you give me some peace? Oh, here you go. You want to smoke one? Oh, here go a drink. I can get you a new baby. You want a baby? I can get you what you need, babe. They're going to steal somebody's baby out the nursery for you. That's how they get peace. It's a thief gang. Robbers and thieves. Kleptomaniacs. Just got to take it. I just got to have it. This is what you get in the world. That's peace in the world. That's peace in the world. Oh, you don't feel good about yourself, baby? Do this. Put you on some hair. Put you on that tight dress. Go to the club. That's the peace that the world gives you. Woo! But it's so different. I'm sitting there just waiting. Lord, I need my hair done, Lord. He said, wait. That's how he give you peace. Ain't no movement, no action. You crying over somebody just left you, you know. And you know what he's saying? Peace be still. Grandma, when my grandmother was living, you go to her, you talking about your life. She starts singing. Every word you say is a song. How you got a song, ma'am? It's like Bill Cosby. You know, in the Cosby Show, it got a story for everything. I didn't ask you for a song, Grandma. I want you to go off like I'm going out. Come on, let's make a move. Grandma don't move. She just sitting. Then she said, give me that guitar. Either you gonna leave or join in. Most time I join in, be the background singer. Because she keeps singing what you gonna do. That is peace, right? Like a river. We start flowing in the spirit. Go with me. See, what I love about those that understand how peace operates with God, they don't flow in the world. They flow in the spirit of Jesus. So when you come to them with trouble, they got to flow with God. Look, I'm sorry. I didn't give you what you wanted, but I'm going to give you what you need. You might not get the hairpiece. I may have $350 to get you no weave because you up that trip because you just don't understand. I'm sorry, but I can tell you this. I can read you this scripture. That is the peace of God. So my grandmother would be flowing in the peace, and I'd be, Grandma, don't nobody want to sing, but I end up singing. Or you get up and walk away because don't nobody want to hear. So what you going to do is you going to lose your peace to gain the thing, or will you gain peace and lose the thing? So in the world, they ain't offering, all they offering you is things to replace your peace. Okay? You ain't going to find this peace in the world. I'm telling you. I tried it, y'all. Now, if somebody found, please send me a letter, a note, or something. Put it in the chat. Tell me you found it in the world. I want to know where you found it in. How did you discover it? You know, they said Columbus discovered America, so maybe you discovered something I didn't, you know. So go ahead and put your print on it, imprint it in this chat so I can see where you found peace in the world. I want to know. Because if you show me things, I can show you ain't no peace in it. But if you found it in the world, all right? So listen, peace for some is the way life makes us feel. I used to think that. But feelings keep changing. Peace is stable. Okay? I wouldn't. So my peace was based on how I felt. I'm up today and I'm just down. And I'm so happy. I got so much peace. I got so much. That ain't peace either. That's just excitement. It's a difference. That ain't joy. Come on. Because by the time I get out there and somebody cut me off in traffic, oh, baby. I know that ain't no, nah, what that piece said. Where it go? Because there was excitement. Because I hadn't got to work yet. See what I'm saying? Working at this company. I'll be so happy on my way to work listening to Kevin Gates. All these people I like listening to trap music. As soon as I get to work, pull up on the line, my stomach gets, oh man, not again. my stepfather said, I heard you on your knees praying, talking to the Lord. Daughter, I heard you loud, and I heard you clear. I heard you tell the Lord that if there's any work in your heart, remove it. I thought about that when I pulled up. I said, he sure wasn't lying. Oh, Lord, remove it, and replace it with all your resources. Lord, replace it. Because I got to have money else if I ain't right. So that's why we work, because we have to have money. But don't nobody want to go to a place where it's work. Okay? So when I pull up, all that joy, all that Kevin Gates, man, it's like, oh, you walk in the back door. Hey, Angela. How y'all doing? Sometimes I wouldn't speak back. I don't want to talk. Give me an hour, then I talk. So that was not peace. The music wasn't peace either. I don't care how I made it. Some days I listen to my worship music on my way to work, right? Oh, how great thou art. But I thought I was getting peace with that, but I wasn't, because when I got to work, how hurt I am. Lord, if you was really good, then you would take me up off this job and give me what you want from me. So I had no peace. That was excitement. That was inconsistency, and that is not peace, people of God. So the way I felt, listen, was not peace at all. Peace for some of us is in the life we build. I kept building and kept messing up the build. Some of y'all build well, but I kept building, and I found myself having to go take one nail out because I didn't put that piece in there right. Oh, Lord, I don't even know how to build a house. I can't even build the tree house. I tried it, I can't do it. I just said, because you keep trying to build without me. Okay? So I'm building, and I'm building, trying to build a marriage. Peace is all jacked up. You understand what I'm saying? Some of you all are successful in your build. So this one is for you. Peace for some of us in life is in the life we build to represent a life well lived. Woo! But these things, y'all, I'm telling you, I know you don't believe me. I know it. I know you disagree. I know, because you think you got peace because you in Jesus. I know. But if you lost everything, if you really lost everything, do you think that you would be so bodacious and braggadocious about what he is in you? Oh, no. I remember the time the Lord asked me that. I was sitting there and I was complaining about my life, and I was saying, God, I failed at this, I failed at that. And I know many of you don't understand that because you haven't failed at anything. You don't admit that. But there were things that I felt like I failed at. I didn't blame other people. I blamed me. And as I'm in the tub, As I was soaking in some water, I remember this, I'll never forget this day. This was a clear marker of God's grace in my life. That even though, yes, I failed at a lot of things. I failed at marriage, jobs, children. I failed at all, y'all. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking on Facebook. Facebook puts you down. Because people always showing off like what they got. And it's okay. Like if you got it, show it. So, but I found out that many people, about just being in my own family, we go out of town and people only put the good, what they put the good stuff, like, but they telling you a lie. And I'm like, did none of that happen? I want to get on there and say something. Like, no, we didn't have no good time. No, we didn't. But they just took a cute picture by the park, make you think they girl. No. So I found that out later, like, oh, people lying. They lying. But people would tell me that, like, don't let the picture fool you. A picture, if you really look deeper, it can't tell you 1,000 words, right? 1,000 lies, okay? So I'm sitting in the tub and the Lord said to me, well, I was just complaining in my heart about, I started, weeping. And I said, God, what did I do wrong? Why couldn't mine be successful like that person's, and yada, yada, yada. And then the Lord said to me, he said, people brag about how good I am, right? Look what they bragging in their big house, in their nice home, their car, they got their husband, their wife, whatever, they brag. And they tell me, oh, God is so wonderful, he's so well. He said, but would they brag if they lost it all? If they had none of those things, would I be good? He said, because you over here crying because you ain't got it and I ain't good to you, right? So I'm going to ask you, do you think that any human is any different than you? See, a lot of times God won't let you have a thing so you can trust him without it. Some of us got the stuff and we only trust him with it. Okay. And we say, oh, you don't know what I had to go through. And many times you open those doors, God didn't. Okay. The Lord said to me, even on yesterday, he said, many of my people are suffering. So don't you get it twisted with these people that's imposters. I told you about the apostles that are imposters. They are apostasy, apostles of apostasy. Don't let these smooth robes fool you. And I thought about that. I said, he said, just keep reading the scriptures and you'll find me. That's it. Keep reading the scriptures. And you will stop looking at the glamour and the glam. You will stop looking over there at them lights. Because the Bible tell us about them lights, y'all, now. They tell us. The Bible, when I look at the world, which calls itself the church world, okay? When I look, I see nothing scripture. And I know, oh, he going to do a new thing. He said, I'm going to do a new thing. And he said, you're going to do greater things. But he's going to do what's new. So a lot of times we take the Bible and try to make like we God. We are the one everybody's supposed to come see. But that's where we messing up at. He's going to do greater in us, a greater work, but he's going to do the new thing. That's why Jacob couldn't change his name. God changed his name, my God. And it had to be a fight, a wrestle. He had to wrestle him out of something. Had to wrestle him out of this world. Wrestle him out of what he wants. Wrestle him out of his control. In order for him to get that new name. There will be newness. But you will not be the one doing it. It will be God and only God. And many times people, I find when I look in the Bible and I read the scriptures, I don't see what the Lord said. I see what we're doing and not what God is saying. I see us on the throne and performance. I looked at another conference and I was like, I like these ladies, these three or four ladies that I really listen to all the time. And the Lord said, you going back to another performance. It's just a performance. Whether they're white, black, whatever color, whatever their nationality, it's a performance. Performance-based ministry is not God. Okay? And this is what we have in the land is perform. But the Bible told us now that you would see these things. He told us that he didn't come to make peace in the world. Come on. So he's causing a division for purpose. And his true people should be able to identify with suffering. My God. So let me go back. So listen. These things, all of that I mentioned, will steal your peace. Some of us give it away for those things, but some things steal it. If you got peace in all this stuff and the car gets stolen, your house Somebody come and break in. Somebody, kidnap your child, because it's happening, y'all. It's happening. Steal your child life. Listen. Or the child steals another child. Like things like this are happening. These things are happening. Or your money gets stolen, because you know that happens. The bill collector steal. That's the bill, light bill. Thieves. Ain't nothing but a bunch of thieves. They keep raising the rate. Thief, that's fitting your thief. You're a robber. You done stole my check. That's why they want you on auto pay so they can steal. When they raise the roof, which is the rate, they coming after you. They stealing. They thieves. They robbers. Look, light bill go, everything go up, rent go up, but ain't nobody's paycheck went up here. You went back to school, got you some more degree, and they won't give you no more money. But yet, that's where your peace is at. In places that's not consistent. Places that the government has assigned and set up for them to grow, but you to go under. Yeah. Peace at the cannabis center. Yeah. When the government won't even let you can't grow your own stuff. Then you going to jail. But they around here selling it. What about his medical? For medical purposes. Come on, Dad. Cheering out here getting a card. Something wrong. Because look, they the greatest drug dealers ever. Listen, and our babies go to jail because they just a panhandler. That's why. And not only, if I can't get your money here, I'm going to get your money there. I get your mama money. Where your mama at? She in the court? Want to see, do you look like you got money? Because they know we'll work 5 jobs to get that boy out. Oh, yes, they know it. Come on. They knows it. So he looking for your mama. Where your mama? Your mama in the court? And they got the same old spiel. I don't love them. You do. What he trying to remind you? You know you love that boy. You better go get that bond money. Come on, pay us. Feed me till I want no more. That's the way the government, the system is. And always has been. Whether they was hanging us or not. It's always been that way. My God. A plant that never gets spoiled. So look, they gonna steal everything from you. All the things will be stolen. Listen, peace, and it's funny that the enemy will help you get this stuff and come back. I knew somebody like that. Will sell it to you and steal it back while you sleep. That's the devil for you. He'll steal while you sleep. Stealing this and stealing that. Stealing, you think he cool with you? A thief don't care nothing about selling that they sold it to you. A thief don't care. They'll turn you in. You trust a thief. You think that car house care anything about you? You can't allow things to keep you bound to them. Listen, you know how we treat each other because we got something nice. That's a dangerous thing. As if your car, your house, you is too good. But you're not. My God. So, John 10 and 10, the book of John, which is John chapter 10 and 10, the part A. There's 2 parts to that. The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. It comes to steal, kill, and destroy. When it steals from you, it kills. Doesn't it? It's like when I got my house, my apartment got broke in, and they stole TVs and everything. That just really killed my spirit. We went to IHOP, ready to eat pancakes, Come back, gonna sit at the table. Come back, everything gone. That stole. And not only that, it killed. Because to come home and everything gone, it's like, wow, And you just wondering, what if we should just stayed here? We shouldn't even went nowhere. So your spirit now is in a place. You know, there is no life there. She can't watch TV. Not only that, they took toothpaste, put it all over the mirror, ate the pizza. I don't know why they didn't steal nothing to grocery. Yes, they didn't have no room. But it's funny, the day before that happened, I seen the young man come in my bedroom that actually broke in my apartment. That's why you have to be careful when you're dealing with a seer. He broke in my apartment, but in the dream, he came in and he put toothpaste all over my face. And when it happened, and then my son was like, "Ma, I know who did it." He showed me the picture of the young man, the very same guy I seen in my dream. I said, So that killed our spirit. And it wanted to destroy my son. He wanted to go after him like, no, let the police handle that. And whatever, if they never get it back in that aspect, they'll get it back. They'll get it back. And I sent the young man a message and let him know. You seem to be, I heard that you a leader of this, whatever, this breaking in a home gang. But if you can lead that way, lead this way. Lead differently. The enemy wants to take you out. He wanted to destroy that young man. It wasn't about us. He wanted to keep this young man on the path to stealing where he ended up getting hurt. And some of his family and friends stealing, and one of them got murdered. Because of that type of life. You understand? He wanted to destroy that young man's life. Not just to cause him to be a thief, but to kill his purpose. And that would destroy him in the end. So, but few people, y'all, peace is giving up the car, the house, the career, even the children. You gotta sometimes give up what you want for them. You gotta give up on what they're not or what they is, or how they even treat you. Give up the money, feelings. Oh Lord, that's a big one. That's a big one. And our idea of a life well lived. And what are we giving it up for? Those few. What do you give it up for? In exchange for peace only God can give. The world, I told you, go out. If you can get it in the world, tell me how you did it. I want to know. What was your plan? And present to me what true peace is in the world. If you really got peace in the world. Okay? So look. The part B of John 10:10, which talks about this peace from God produces a life more abundantly. There is no abundant life without the peace of God. Okay? So, part B of John 10:10, I am come that they, the few, the many, whoever want it, that they may have life and that they may have it more abundantly. Not just living a life well lived, but I have abundant life, which means peace in that life with God. So when thinking about all the things we in our daily life find rest in, every one of those can and will fail you and leave you with no place to rest. Peace is not resting in what you value, but resting in who you value. The abundance of life is not what can be seen with the naked eye, but who holds you and who covers you, who still knows your name when you become naked and ashamed, because you will in this life. You're going to go through. Come on. I heard a woman say she has to go, get treatments for cancer, and she'd be embarrassed because she never thought this would ever be her. Ashamed to go and get the treatment she needs. The enemy will have you walking in shame even though you're getting treatment. That ain't no peace. Come on. Blaming herself. Don't want to tell her family that she's going through this because she don't want them to worry. She's going through it alone. She don't even trust God in this. That's why she's walking in shame. That's John 14:27. It says, peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. Not as the world gives, do I give to you. Now I see that when I see peace I leave with you, if we lead LEAD with this every day of our life, the peace that he gives, we'll be left with some peace, y'all. Not as the world gives, do I give to you. See, the world giving out some, but is that really the peace that you need? That you want to lead every day, a fulfilled life? Because you ain't going to be left with anything in return. Nothing that will sustain you. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid. So when I got this peace, I can let my heart go. Thank God you got me. I don't have to be so, holding. If you ever been somewhere and you nervous, it's like you holding your stomach or holding something. Let it go. Let your heart not be troubled. If you believe in God, he says, believe also in me. This is in John chapter 14. Read the whole chapter. Now, John 16:33 says, these things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace in the world. In the world, that you might have peace. Then it has a period, all right? Now, in the world, ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. Now, I'm going to reread that. These things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace, period. In the world, you or me, we shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. Who overcame the world? Jesus. I have overcome the world. This is him saying this to us, okay? Now, the Bible shows that peace often comes from, losing peace often comes from worry or trying to control your life or relying on circumstances rather than who? God. The Bible shows us the difference in worldly anxiety with a steadfast focus on God. So when you worry or have anxiety in the world, okay, worried about this or have the anxiety of the worldly things, right? What you have, what you don't have. Anxious over these things. Be anxious for nothing. But there's a difference when you have a steadfast focus on God. This is going to bring you the peace that you need. You won't focus on what you got or what you don't got. Now, there are some Bible verses, which are some of the verses that I already read to you, that helps us to pray for help and restore the peace of our peace in God, or our peace of mind, which is in God. John 14:27, I just read. So when you feel overwhelmed, these passages will offer direct comfort and a new perspective, okay? Philippians 4:6-7, or 6-7, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and mind. And then Isaiah 26:3, you will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you. And we already read John 16:33. I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble. But take heart, I have overcome the world. Now, what is some reason for losing peace? Inner turmoil often creeps in due to specific everyday struggles, people of God. Let's get this here. Open up my screen just a little bigger. Such as having a praying less, like a prayerless life, not prayerful, and always worrying. So when you don't pray a lot, you find yourself worrying a lot. The less you pray, the more you worry. The more you pray, the less you worry. Okay? So that because the reason that you pray less, or that we may pray less, is because we're relying on our own strength. Have you ever done that? I do it. And I end up like, wait, God, I'm trusting myself. wait. I gotta get back to that place, right? Where I pray more so I can worry less. I don't like to worry, but I find myself in worry because I pray less. Prayer helps the worry to leave. Okay. All right. So relying on your own strength instead of surrendering concerns to God in prayer. All right. Busyness. Oh, this is the strategy of the enemy. Busyness. Becoming so distracted by daily tasks. And this comes with anxiousness. Being anxious brings busyness because you just got to do something. I can't sit down. I can't, the dishes. There's always something. Just can't sit down. Get a new car. You can't sit down. Sit down. You got to stop. You got to, in that wreck. Sit down. Sit down somewhere. Relax. Go to sleep. You've been up all night because you got that new car. Go to bed. Go to sleep. Go rest. So you can think. You cannot function when you don't rest. Sometimes your body just needs to lay in a position of comfort. It ain't about the sleep because you can sleep and not rest. But you need rest. Rest in me. What God can speak to you. He wants to comfort you. He wants to counsel you. He wants to send ministering angels. But I can't do it because you're busy. You're too busy to listen. Oh, he started talking. Oh, wait. Wait, I forgot something. I got to get, hold on. Give me 1 minute. I'll be back. What? Then you come sit down again. Oh, I gotta. Yeah. What, you gonna running me crazy. And you're running yourself up a wall. Sit down. Now, so distracted by daily tasks or deadlines that make you lose focus on God's presence. Then you got doubt and resentment. Oh, it's another one. Questioning God's word or fighting against the direction your life is taking. Wow. So let's see. I'm going to see if I can get some more. I thought that was very interesting. According to this article by Joanne Weaver from 2017, January 18, 8 ways to lose your peace and 8 ways to find it. I think these are very helpful. So, number one, how do we forfeit or lose our peace? Present God's ways. Number 2, worry as much as possible. 3, pray only about things you can't manage by yourself. 4, refuse to accept what God gives. 5, look for peace elsewhere than in Him. 6, try to rule your own life. 7, doubt God's word. And 8, carry all your care. So if you do that, that's why you lost your peace. This is how you give up your peace. It's like you throw in the towel on listening to God, on doing what God said, following His orders. All right. Now, what are 8? Go down here. So if you rather not forfeit your peace, here are 8 ways to find it. Number 1, great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them. Psalm 119, verse 165. Number 2, don't worry about anything, whatever. Philippians 4:6, one of my favorite verses. Number 3, in everything make your requests, which is still in Philippians, known to God in prayer and petition with thanksgiving, and the peace of God will guard your hearts. Philippians 4:6 and 7. Number 4, take my yoke up on you and learn from me, and you will find rest. That's when you rest in Him instead of being busy, so He can teach you. He's teaching you. He wants to talk. Come on. Matthew 11:29. Number 5, peace is my parting gift to you. My own peace, such as the world cannot give. John 14:27. Then number 6, let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts. Colossians 3:15. Number 7, may the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace in believing. Romans 15:13. And number 8, cast all your cares. Remember I just talked about the cares of the world? All those things that we think is peace. No. Cast it on them. Oh, Jesus. How I do it? Get on your knees. Get on your knees. Get at his feet and cast all your cares on him. For you are his charge. He keeps watch. 1 Peter 5:7. My God. Now I want to see if there's something else I want to share. So remember, according to this article, I like what she's saying here, that we are not alone. That's why I wanted to share this message with you, in case you feel like I do at times. You're not alone. You're not the only one that experienced those things or have thought that peace was in those things, okay? It's not all up to us, y'all. We have a Savior. We are not helpless and we're not hopeless, people of God. If God is for us, what in life can truly be against us? Romans 8:31. Because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. 1 John 4:4. So, people of God, don't lose your peace. Keep your peace. Go in Jesus, and thank you for listening.